you ever said yes to God only to find yourself in a season that feels more like fire than favor? You thought the call would be followed by blessing, but instead it's testing? Okay, you're not alone. Joseph walked that path too. Let us be encouraged today by Joseph's life. And by the way, I'm preaching to myself here too. In Genesis 39, okay, we see a man who's called by God. But before the palace ever came, he was tested in a pit, in a house, in a prison, and still Joseph chose to remain faithful. Let's be honest, when God gives you a vision or reveals your calling, it can feel pretty exciting, right? We're amped up, we're on fire, right? We're ready. But the truth is, before we're trusted with the call, we'll often be tested in the fire. And that's exactly what happened to Joseph. In chapter 39 in the book of Genesis, Joseph is now in Potiphar's house. After being sold into slavery by his own brothers, he's far from where he thought he'd be. You know, he was betrayed. He's feeling probably alone, and maybe he's probably feeling forgotten. But even there, the Bible says the Lord was with Joseph so that he prospered. And it also tells us the Lord gave him success in everything he did. Joseph didn't give up on God. He didn't get bitter. He stayed faithful, and God's presence never left him. See, Joseph had every reason to walk away. He had every reason to question his calling. He was in Egypt, in a strange land, serving in someone else's house. But here's the key that stood out to me, is that Joseph continued to walk being faithful. He continued to walk in integrity and honoring God. Even when Potiphar's wife tempted him, Joseph refused to sin, saying, how then could I do such a wicked thing and sin against God? He chose righteousness, even when no one was watching. And that shows us something powerful. The call of God on your life still requires your yes daily. In the house, in the pit, in the prison, when no one else is watching. Joseph didn't just have a dream. He had a heart for God, and God honored that. So maybe today you're wondering, God, I said yes. Why is it so hard? The refining is part of the call. Like gold in a fire, right? Like how diamonds are created. Our character is being tested. Our motives are being purified. Our trust in God is being deepened. And Joseph's story reminds us that the call of God doesn't exempt us from trouble, but the presence of God will always go with us through it. So it's in those moments of testing that your faith grows. And when people don't see you, remember who does. God. God sees you. God could trust Joseph with the palace because he found him faithful in the prison. He knew Joseph's heart, and God knows yours too. Genesis 39 repeats this truth, but the Lord was with Joseph and showed him steadfast love. Even when Joseph was wrongly accused and thrown into prison, God didn't leave him. In fact, Joseph continued to find favor, right? We see that even in the darkest place, he was found favorable. Why? because Joseph didn't let what was happening around him get in him. Bitterness didn't grow. He kept his eyes on God. He kept using his gifts. He kept being faithful. He kept choosing character over compromise. So what about you and I? Are you in a season that looks nothing like the dream God gave you? Do you feel hidden, misunderstood, or maybe you feel stuck right now? I want to encourage you to stay faithful. God is not looking for perfection. He's looking for people who will say, Lord, I may be in a pit right now, but I still trust you. I may be in the fire, but I still choose you. So let your heart posture echo Joseph's. I will not give up doing what's right in your eyes, Lord, because the God who was with Joseph is with you too. Remember this today. The fire may be hot, but he's with you. He's refining you for something greater, and you're not stuck. You're being prepared. I want you to stay tuned for session 3. And until then, keep walking in faith. Know that he is with you and he's not done yet.